ready, please turn on the console.
Welcome to the AggroCast, the official podcast at AggroGamer.com. This is episode 71. I don't care if I'm laughing, and I'm your host, Michael Camacho. And with me are Brian Bentley and Binh.
Hey, you got through it. All right. What's going on?
Yeah, without you guys fucking it up, or Brian fucking it up.
Yeah.
What the hell did I do?
Hey, he changed it. He said me. It's fine.
Bastard. So I also, you guys didn't get to hear it, but I called it the Padcast because we got a PMSing girl on here. No, I'm just kidding. Oh. Hey, you think that's classless? Listen to the latest episode of the Reach Around podcast that I was on. Woo! Actually, you may not want to.
Yeah.
It is not for the easily offended, or even the not so easily offended.
You may not want to do it if you're nursing or pregnant, or might become pregnant.
Yeah. And it's not just because of what I say. I say some pretty fucked up things, but one of the other hosts outdoes me by about a mile.
I'm sure it's a proud moment for him and his family.
Yeah, it's just the way he is. It's a guy that only dates married chicks.
What?
I don't even know where to go with that. How does he only date married chicks?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Anyways.
So, how you guys been?
Hey, not too bad, not too bad. Got to go to a bridal show today. How exciting is that?
Sounds awesome.
Actually, it was pretty nice. We got some decent deals, and we like a few of these. A few of the vendors were really cool, and we weren't so big on a lot of the cake tasting. There was one that was really dry and stuff, but overall, it was a really good experience, and it didn't cost us much to do it, so we got a lot of free stuff. So
that's cool.
Yeah. What about you, Ben?
I'm just been relaxing really before E3. Just helping around here, getting settled in and getting my way around Vegas and all that good stuff. So that's pretty much what I've been doing and trying to fix my back bumper. Oh, what a pain that's been. So other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't been really doing much until E3 is over, and then 2 weeks after, that's when I start my new job. So
awesome.
Enjoy it while you can, man.
Yeah.
Soon you'll be working for the man again.
Yeah, and the man will be sticking into it. So.
Yep. He always does.
Mhm.
What about you, Mike?
I'm on my first weekend of not working in about a month. So, been enjoying it. I've actually just been like laying around, playing some games, watching anime, of course. About to start Burn Notice Season 3. I got it Wednesday. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Because Season 4 has just started, and I've already started recording.
Huh? I said, oh yeah. I was like, no it hasn't, and then I remembered I'm a week behind now.
Yeah.
Been meaning to watch Royal Pains.
Yeah, so, other than that, I started cleaning because I'm finally having my housewarming party next Saturday.
Really?
Yeah.
For a year?
Yeah, a year later. But it's that / birthday party, so. Because it's coming up close to my birthday.
Nice.
Aren't you turning the big 4-0?
Yeah. No, just 1 year closer.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Getting old.
Yeah.
I mean, not as old as me, but, old.
Well, 31's still old. It's not ancient, but it's old.
See, I was gonna say he's not getting old; he's getting wiser. But we're talking about Mike here, so I don't think that saying applies.
Nice burn.
That's because I was already wise. I don't need to get any wiser.
No one's buying that.
Hey, It's not like I'm saying I'm getting classier here.
That's a good point.
I'm getting classy in my old age.
Yeah. So, what's the name of that podcast again? I'm just checking.
The Reach Around.
Exactly.
But we nicknamed it the Tentacle Blast because I was on there.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I did a rap in the beginning, too.
Okay, and that might be worth the listen.
Yeah, thankfully it's right at the beginning, too. So.
Yeah, right.
No.
Maybe I should send them the MP3 that I have of Mike singing.
I was singing.
Yeah.
I was drunk.
Oh.
Shocker.
I don't know if I was drunk or not, but I'm saying that.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Oh, that's funny.
But, so why don't we jump into what we've been playing? Who wants to start it off this week?
You do.
Okay. So, I picked up a game that I was very excited for, and yet heard a lot of negatives on, as in one review gave it a 2 out of 10. Yes! Alpha fucking Protocol! So, I get the game, I started up, the whole beginning sequence, I'm like, okay, there's some problems here, but it doesn't seem that bad. Kind of like the dialogue, almost. It just wasn't as good as Mass Effect, in my opinion. I did like the fact that in the dialogue, you have a certain amount of time before you select something. And it's like constantly, it's timing down, so if you don't select something, it's going to pick the default option for you.
But they do at least give you some time.
Yeah. And it's about 10 seconds or so. It happens during the conversation.
Huh.
So while the conversation's going, you're already selecting your next response. Which is kind of cool, kind of like, hey, I want to hear everything he's saying before I respond.
Yeah.
But it was cool. Graphics are very early 360, almost launch 360. Wasn't really that impressed with that. But I will say now the rest of the game is very fucking broken.
Oh.
The stealth doesn't work well. I'm sneaking around like you're supposed to, crouch down, and guys would just hear me without a problem.
Nice.
Yeah, cameras were seeing me outside of their range. Some enemies are ridiculously stupid, other ones are ridiculously smart, even on the easiest mode. I had one point where I was shooting two guys. One guy's shooting at me, the other one decides he's going to point up at the ceiling and shoot it. I was like, oh, that's fun. This will be an easy kill.
Wait, he just decided he would shoot at the ceiling.
Yeah, he just looks up at the ceiling and starts shooting. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like literally standing like, probably like, game-wise, 10 feet away from him.
Jeez.
I love that. That's like the same AI that happens in like, like in an MMO, where there's like a guy walking by and you're fighting someone and he like walks right up to you, and then you're like, okay, and then he walks away. You're like, all right, bye.
Yeah.
It's not like you can't see your buddy getting beat up like 10 feet away, but they can't.
Yeah. Well, then I had another one where I was shooting a group of 4 guys where they actually did something smart. They all line up in a hallway, like 4, like ganging up on you, kind of like the movies. There's like 2 crouching, 2 standing, and they're all shooting down the hallway at you. I was like, that looks fucking awesome. Until I kill 3 of them, then the other one turns around and starts shooting the wall behind them. Like, he was like, oh, fuck, they're dying. I'm gonna turn around and shoot this way, because it doesn't matter, I guess. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So,
that is fantastic.
Yeah. So you hack into computers. I'm not going to even tell you the stopping point for me yet. But you can hack into computers, pick locks, and hack, like, security systems and stuff to stop alarms. The stopping the security systems is kind of cool. It's kind of like, you have to find the right pipes that are going to, the numbers, and you have to do them in order. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Picking the locks is kind of fucking annoying because they give you this one little sliver, and if you mess up 3 times, it ends and an alarm will go off. But it's very, very touchy. And I understand they're trying to make it somewhat realistic, but I'm kind of playing a fucking video game, and I kind of want to just move through and go on.
Yeah.
And instead I'm spending the full 20 seconds, and the only way to stop it is you have to back out before the time runs out, or else the alarm will go off. Because for some reason it's okay to back out and redo it as many times as possible. The hacking is the worst. The hacking into a computer is the worst. It literally has these numbers scrolling, except for 2 sets of numbers that are static somewhere in those numbers that are scrolling. And you have to maneuver with each of the thumbsticks, both of these down to their respective spots.
What?
It's so hard to fucking figure out which ones you're looking for. Because you're trying to do 2 of them, and they only give you 20 fucking seconds, and halfway through the time, if you don't have them on there, they move them. And you're like, fuck, this is already hard enough as it is, now you're moving shit? Like...
It's just, alright.
Yeah, so... horrible. Fucking horrible. I will say the story's pretty cool. The characters are kind of cool. I like that, but there's just so many problems there. I'm going to try to see if I can find this on my Facebook. The problems I had.
Oh, like, why would your problems be on Facebook?
Well, I rated it a 1.7 on CruiseX. Oh, here's another one. So I shot a guy in the head, right? Most games, instant kill. His health went down like a little sliver. So
maybe he had
next
a helmet
shot,
on.
No.
Okay.
Next shot, I hit him in his leg, instant kill. I went, what did I hit the artery in the leg? That's more damaging than the head.
I guess you did.
Yeah, you just nicked him his head. It was just a flesh wound.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? So the aiming's awful. All that stuff is just bad. But what finally made me say, fuck it, there was an enemy. He had a rocket launcher. Rocket launcher's just aimed at the ground, like you're holding it, like you're not aiming it. And I see smoke come up from behind him, and then an explosion hits me. I don't even see a rocket. So I got killed by an invisible rocket from a guy who never either aimed or launched it in the first place.
Wow.
I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to go through another 6 to 8 hours of this shit, probably.
Alright.
I was like, this is fucking awful. You can read Kevin's review.
Yes.
As well, where he said he was shooting a guy's silhouette, I believe. I mean, the game's just broken. And I don't understand how Sega or Obsidian didn't just scrap the whole fucking thing. Instead of saying, hey, we could probably make some money off of it, they should have just fucking scrapped it. So, I gotta say, everybody needs to skip this game. If you want, pick it up at, like, a bargain bin for $15 less. I'm not even gonna say 20.
Wow.
I'd probably say 10. If you can get this for $10, go for it. It's not worth more than that. I was pissed that I paid $60. And it makes me wonder, I'm not one to say people are getting paid for reviews, but I wonder about OneUp.com's review being a B+.
Whoa, really? They give it a B+?
Yeah, I can't see how.
Oh, I can tell you how. It's probably the maximum way of reviewing. You know, you play for 10 minutes and then that's it. And then you give it a grade.
Yeah, it's just horrible. This game does not deserve anything over a 5, and Destructoid's 2 out of 10 is almost extremely fitting. I think if we had to do a review scale, it'd be about a 4. I wouldn't go as low as 2. I think there are a lot worse games you can play out there. But yeah, it's pretty bad.
I will admit that there are occasions where I do wish we did have a score, you know, but I'm glad we... the benefits far outweigh the what we're missing by not having them.
True. But yeah, it's just really just a broken, bad game. Stay away. $10 or less. So, another recent game I've been playing is Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands.
Mm-hmm.
I've
heard decent things.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's what.
I'm really enjoying it. It doesn't look great, but it plays very well. And I'm probably definitely going to finish it before I send it back out on GooseX.
Oh, nice.
Or even if I don't finish it, I know it's a title I'm going to pick back up again at a lower price point. But it's definitely something I'd revisit. And I think everybody should at least play it once. Let's see, I've been playing some more Bejeweled 2 up to like level 70 something. I don't know. I lost count. Madden 2009 I've gone back to. Because it's always during the off season when I really want to play Madden, not during the season. I've come to realize that, like, I want to play Madden not when football season's going on. I want it to fill the time between seasons.
Yeah, because, I mean, when the football season's on, a lot of times you are watching it.
Exactly.
So you don't really need to play it.
Exactly. I mean, I pre-ordered 2011 because I get a $20 gift card, and I used the gift card on it as well on Amazon. But I haven't bought one since 2009 anyway. I skipped 2010, played it for a little bit from the GooseX copy I got, but it wasn't that great. No, it's no better than 2009. So started playing that again, and up to level 76 on WoW.
Wow. Excellent.
4 more levels to go. So, really.
Would you get to 78?
Oh, when I can start flying, or is that 77?
No, when I join your server again and actually start doing more interesting stuff than just quest.
Yeah. Well, my friend's helping me quest right now. He's got the rocket, the 2-man rocket, and that helps so much. We just fly, he kills everything. We move to the next one. Kills everything. I get the quest done real quick. Trying to get me to 80 so I can start getting my gear. But I need to start logging in and doing my dailies. But I think I'm finally getting the hang of being a rogue, because he got on his Paladin, which is the same level. We went into a instance, and while I had the lowest percentage, not including the healer, of damage, I was really only like 2% off from the next guy. Everybody was in the 20s. I was at like 22, the next one was 24 point something, the next one was like 24 point something. And then my friend who was the tank had the most. So I'm starting to get up there where I'm now holding my own in these instances.
Nice.
So I'm really starting to learn the rogue a little better and how to really deal more damage.
Tank.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I tank.
Yeah, I don't tank. I just DPS. I love playing rogue. Because when everybody else starts dying in instance, I just vanish and disappear.
Nice. Coward's way out. Great.
Well, when everybody else dies, it's either die and have to pay a shit ton of fortune to fix all the gear, or just hide till everybody comes back.
What? That's what I do for my hunter. Everyone else dies, I just feign death.
Yeah.
It's like the survival of the fittest and your gold.
Yeah. But seriously, like, it doesn't always work either. Like, I can use my full vanish and sometimes the guys are still aggroed on me. It all depends on the instance. Some instances will be that way, most won't. But having fun with it. Enjoying it. My gear score is now up to 2200. So.
Pretend I don't know what that means, because I don't.
Oh, okay. Basically, it's every piece of gear you pick up gives you a gear score. And a lot of people look at that to see how good your gear is. That's basically all it is.
Oh, okay.
How good's your gear? And for my level, I have decent gear. For somebody that's on their first tune, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that hasn't already, like, bought all the gear that they can for their tunes they're bringing up. Or the ones that twink, which you can't twink as much now, can you, Binh?
Not really.
They kind of nerfed that whole thing.
Not like you used to.
Yeah. 'Cause I know you used to be able to start a character and they'd be fucking rocking.
Well, because they also had. Well, I think you're still able to where you can freeze your level, instead of just progress in leveling and whatnot. So you can tweak out that way, but the gears ain't that good as it used to be.
Yeah.
What's up, twinking?
Tweaking is pretty much like most people want to stay at a certain level to PvP instead of just going to the next group level. So if you want to stay at, I believe you can PvP at level 10. So like if you want to stay within that range between 10 and 19, you can halt your level at 19, and instead of continuing on to like where you're leveling into to get to level 20.
I see.
So
that's what go and gank all the level 10s.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, good, classy.
Yeah.
Hey, I already said once I hit 80, I'm going to lower level areas and ganking all the horde I can.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. Bitches don't know about my road. So, Brian, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Lord of the Rings Online, which is part of what we're going to talk about during this thing. But other than that, I have been playing Picross 3D. I actually finished it today. At least all the puzzles that are on the cartridge.
Nice.
I finished all those today. It ended up being like 368, 69, something like that. So it was kind of cool. I've also started with Super Mario Galaxy, and I'm about 4 or 5 stars in. It's a lot of fun. I was kind of a little nervous when I saw a lot of tweets back and forth about how awesome it is, and it's, oh my god, it's so great, and that sort of makes me nervous. So I try to keep my expectations down. I was actually very happy. It's a continuation, but a lot of the things that a lot of the little things that kind of annoyed me before, have been doing have been less so in 2. The only one thing, of course, that it still is trying to stomp Goombas in 3D space is a pain in the ass. But other than that, I mean, like I said, I'm only 4 stars in, so it's not like I've played a lot, but it's been a very good time.
I've never played the first.
It's a good game. I mean, it looks beautiful in 480p. I mean, granted, it's only 480p, but hey, take what you can get. And,
poor Wii.
Hey, but they really have done a lot to make it not look like it's crappy. So far so good.
Cool. Yeah. Maybe I'll pick up the first one at some point. My problem is Nintendo games don't seem to drop in price enough for me. Like, even on GooseX, their points sit around the $30 value, and I'm like, no. I'm not paying that much for these games. It happens on the Wii and the DS when it's Nintendo first-party titles, and I hate that shit. Like, Nintendo does not have major price drops.
No, they really don't.
So, kind of pisses me off. Fuckers.
Kinda.
Fuckers! Drop that price, bitches! What about you, Ben? What have you been playing?
I can't say I'm like back in the MMO bandwagon again, but I have been playing the new expansion for EVE Online, Tyrannus. I'm actually in the game right now trying to figure out what skill books I need to buy so I can explore the game a bit further with the new features and they have in in the game where you can scan planets, place command centers and whatnot. So I'm actually going through it as we speak. Game still looks the same. They did modify a few things graphically with a few of the ships here and there. But other than that, I mean, for a 7-year-old game, it still looks beautiful when you log in.
Looks better than WoW.
Yeah.
Somebody actually got mad at me the other night and was like, "What are you talking about? WoW looks beautiful." I was like, "No, it doesn't." I was like, "Aeon looks beautiful. WoW looks shitty." I was like, they need to update at least halfway to Aeon and be like, if your computer can't play it, too fucking bad. Because after 5 years, this is sad.
Well, the way that they had it graphically, because WoW, yes, it looks cartoonish, but it's almost like the similar style that they had in Warcraft 3. Yeah. So they're trying to, take that, take pretty much what that look and feel and bring it into World of Warcraft as you see today. Yeah. So I mean, I wish they did upgrade the graphics just a little bit, but not too drastic though. But that's just my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to go to Aeon's level, but why not a perfect world type level, like halfway there? Like, I'm not even saying you have to make it look like perfect world, but to where you're like, I don't know, a little crisper, a little cleaner.
Aren't they going to do that with Cataclysm?
It's going to upgrade some areas, like the areas from where people from the original game played, like the very first game. That's the biggest areas that are going to have the overhaul.
Yeah, but it's not really going to be graphically changed. It's going to, it's just landscape changes.
But they're enhancing the graphics, because especially they said they're enhancing the way the humans look as well. Because the human characters are the most plain-looking characters.
Oh, that's true.
And they said for that and the old areas, like I guess the barrens and stuff like that, when they do the whole change of the landscape, they're upping the graphics for those areas.
They should.
Because when you go to like Burning Crusade, the graphics are a little better. When you go to the areas for Wrath of the Lich King, the areas are a little bit better. So what they're going to do with basically Cataclysm is up those areas, but they're using this as not an excuse, but a way to do it. And it's a reason to do it. I just feel that the game itself could use a lot crisper and cleaner look. Like, you want to make it look cartoony, make it look a little more, not cel-shaded, but I mean, add a little more look in there. A little more feel to the game. My problem is that everybody looks the same. It gets old.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's not that much customization like you do with all the more recent MMOs that's out there. I mean, the game did come out, 5 years ago.
But
so
you can add that in there, and there's no reason why you shouldn't.
I don't know, man. Sometimes backfilling for some of that stuff, that's hard.
No, but you can make it so you can change your hair color to any color and stuff like that, or give a lot more options on your character. I mean, it's not that hard in my opinion. It can't be.
No, they did add barbers in Lord of the Rings Online.
Yeah. They add barbers in World of Warcraft as well.
But it's still the same old haircuts.
Yeah, we have the same old haircuts too.
Like, I just want my Night Elf rogue not to be so fucking tall. I want her to be short and cute. I'm being honest.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
Like my Aeon character. Which actually, Aeon came out with their 1.9 patch. I'm going to be able to talk about that next week.
Nice.
Oh, joy.
Because it gives you more experience, better rewards. It's like a whole revamp with more quests and everything.
Huh.
Then we're all...
and it's free?
Yeah, it's a free update.
Yeah, well.
It was the big patch everybody's waiting for, and next weekend's going to be double XP, so... Woo!
There and playing.
So besides EVE Online there, Ben, you've been playing quite a few other games like I have.
I've still been playing Split Second. I'm at episode 8 now, I believe, so I'm almost done with the game. The majority of the races that I have in first place, except for 2, which they're in second place right now, which really ticks me off at the moment. I also been playing the God of War collections, which I'm got stuck in this one part where it's really, really stupid. It's like I'm playing the very first one over again, but I'm at the point where I'm at 2 pillars, and you have to jump down. You grab the grass part, and you have to climb around, and then you got to jump from one pillar to another. Well, when I jump from one pillar to another, Kratos won't hold on to the other vines. So I keep on falling, and I got the achievement for you're getting your ass kicked, or getting ass kicked. I got that trophy. I'm like, no, I'm not getting my ass kicked. I'm just getting frustrated over here. So I don't know anymore about that game. All right, I'm going to continue playing that. I've also been playing Plants vs. Zombies, and still trying to finish off the achievements on there, or trying to get to the point where I was before my computer crashed on me. So,
Yeah.
I think that's it. Did I say something else, or?
No.
No.
Let's see. UFC 2010.
Oh yeah, UFC 2010, Undisputed 2010. My review is up for that actually. I like the game a lot. I wish some of the things they would take out, or at least update, like the graphics, because it definitely felt like I was playing last year's title. But other than that, it's still a good pickup, or at least a good rent, in my opinion. So, and I'm just waiting for my actual copy to get here, not my GameFly copy, so that I can actually hop online and explore that aspect of the game. So,
nice. Well, you should be able to hop online with it. They give you a week trial.
I tried. It was grayed out. I couldn't go online, not without a code.
Weird.
Yeah, I thought the whole EA Pass thing said you could have 1 week of.
Yeah, for the rentals and GameFly type sites, they do that.
Yeah, no, I didn't get one, or was able to. So
weird.
I was like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. I can't write about this part of it, so. But yeah, I mean, it's still an overall good game. It still looks and feels like last year's. Of course, you can customize your character and all that stuff. But the one weird thing I thought was really weird was when I was customizing my characters, I couldn't change my character's eye color. I was going through all the options, and there was nothing for it.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. I guess my character's got green eyes. So, but yeah, that's about it.
All right.
Don't mind me right now. Right before you guys called me, I took a small nap because I wasn't feeling well. So I'm like a little.
Actually, I did too. I woke up 30 minutes or 45 minutes before.
Oh no! When you guys called me, that's when you guys woke me up.
Damn. So, what about your bargain bin this week, Binh?
My bargain bin for this week is going to be no surprise to many, but it's been quite a while since I've said anything about this. But my bargain bin for this week is going to be Star Wars Empire at War Gold Pack at Steam. You can pick up this game for $19.99, and you get the Star Wars Empire at War, Star Wars Empire at War Forces of Corruption. You get both of those for $20, and it's a good pickup. It's a pretty decent game. You get to play or command characters like Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, and Boba Fett. You also get to pit X-Fighters and TIE Fighters, or blah blah blah, and command the entire fleet and destroy pretty much anything in your sight. So
nice.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty decent game. At times it gets kind of weird, like sort of like in Civilization when things that should not be losing, all of a sudden things will just die on you, and you're like, I don't know why this is happening. Plus, some things are really overpowered. Like I conquered a whole planet once with Darth Vader just by himself. My troops died, and I was just like, screw it, And I just took Darth Vader and I conquered the whole planet.
Wow.
That's kind of crazy.
It's like, I
don't think I had.
Supposed to happen.
Yeah, I don't think that happened to me, but okay. That's weird. But yeah, right there, you can get 2 games for $20.
Nice. All right, so on the DL with Brian.
That's right. So this week, we're going to go with, on Xbox Live Arcade, we're going to go with the Prince of Persia Classic, probably just because, well, they just had the whole movie come out thing. So you can grab it on there now. If you, depending on when this podcast actually goes up right now, it is half price on Live, so you can get it for 400 Microsoft points. Otherwise, it will be 800 points. I mean, I remember playing this game as a kid, and it was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was probably one of the most frustrating games I ever played. When
oh, yeah, I know. I mean, no doubt. It was frustrating.
I don't think I still even able to beat that game. I got to a point where I was like, I gave up.
Yeah, I don't think I beat the game. But, yeah. So, that's it.
All right. On to Netflix Pix. Yet another TV series I am choosing here. It is one I watched a lot when it was on MTV. I don't know if you guys remember. It was known as The State. It was on MTV from 93 to 95. 3 seasons before eventually dying a horrible death on CBS. I don't know if anybody remembers the sketch comedy show where they had Doug. It's like, my name's Doug and I'm out of here. Or the other guy, what's the other guy's name? Where he's like, I want to dip my balls in it. Right. That dude was fucking hilarious.
Probably the one that's most well known for that sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one that was my favorite is when they'd be like, they'd just be in school and somebody'd be like, hey, I'm going to kill the president, and the Secret Service would roll in and take him out. They're like, no, it was a joke. It was a joke. They had one where they had like a car with the whole trunk filled with pudding. Or the best was the family race, where they're like beating the shit out of each other. And at one point, the grandfather acts like he's hurt, and the one's like, "Granddad, are you okay?" And he like knocks him down and wins. The granddad wins the race.
Right.
Yeah, it was really like, there's a lot of bad skits, but the ones that do hit are like some of the best ones out there from any like sketch comedy show. So I definitely recommend watching it. There may be a lot that make you groan, but there's going to be a lot that really, really make you laugh. And the show is really what kicked off a lot of people's careers, like Michael Ian Black. What's the other guy's name? Thomas Lennon.
I think so.
Everybody knows him from Reno 911, and he was in Balls of Fury. So, but you'll recognize a lot of people from different shows. Pretty much, at least half the cast of Reno 911, I believe, is on the state. So, definitely check it out. It's on Instant Watch. If you don't want to do Instant Watch, I believe they have all the discs for rent. They usually do. But
That's the point of the Netflix Pix, though.
What?
Is the Instant Watch, isn't it?
Well, sometimes I've picked up, like, the Gen X Cops one was disc only.
Oh.
But that's it for this week for Netflix Picks. On to our topics of discussion. So, Brian, you've got some interesting news of one of your favorite games.
That's right. So, Lord of the Rings Online announced on Friday that they will be, in the fall, giving a free-to-play option, which I thought was actually kind of interesting. I think what they did is they had Dungeons & Dragons Online, and they were kind of testing the waters of a free-to-play, microtransaction-based sort of game, and they kind of went with it with this. And at first I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know about that. But overall, I mean, it does seem to, like, it could be, you know, better overall. Now, I have a lifetime subscription, so I don't really need free to play, but they do give they have these turbine points, and you can purchase them if you want, if you're going to be doing the free to play, so you can move up to a premium account. They have like 3 levels of accounts, but because I'm a, subscriber already, I'm going to get free points.
Nice. So
I'll get like 500 points a month or something like that, as long as I log in during the month, whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a 99.9% chance I'm going to log in during a month. So, and then I can use my free turbine points to buy things also. So, like right now, I have 20 slots in my shared storage per server, and I can buy up to in 10 slot increments. I can get up to 50.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with 20 sluts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Yeah. So
what? Isn't that what he said?
No.
Slots.
Slots.
Oh, sorry, my mind's elsewhere.
Yeah, and we know.
Apparently.
So it would be nice. I fill up my shared storage area pretty quickly, so it'd be nice to get up to 50, and like I said, it's free. I don't have to do anything to get it, so that's kind of nice.
Cool.
Now, you think this is going to bring in new players?
I think it's going to bring in new players and people to try it out. I don't think it's going to take away. I don't think all of a sudden WoW is going to take a big hit or anything. I don't think it's like that. I really feel like Turbine's just trying to see if there are just people out there who, want to play a premium MMO and want to give it a try, but they just don't have anything. They don't have the money to pay $15 a month for a subscription.
Now, can I play with, like, you if I go in there as a free to play?
Yeah, they do have limitations as far as like where you can go and how much money you can carry, stuff like that. And you can only play like the original characters. You can't play any new characters.
Oh wow!
Unless you pay like the premium.
Right.
Plans, right.
So, yeah. You pay turbine points to play, and really it's only 2. There's like there are like 9 characters total, and you can play 7 out of the 9 free.
Oh, interesting.
But like Ben said, you can upgrade to a particular one if you want. So, but it's only like the first, the beginning areas and stuff to kind of give you a taste. And if you really want to leave those areas, then it's like 3 huge areas. You can. But yeah, you could totally play, and I could either start a new character or bring a character I already have in that area. And sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll give it a shot. I always wanted to give it a try, but I was like already playing WoW at the same time, so.
Right.
Well, I'm signing up for it.
Yeah. So in the fall, look for that.
Yeah, they have a beta for it, so I'm signing up for that now.
Nice.
Why not? I'm willing to try it out.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Cool. So, well, there's another favorite game of year 2, guys, that's causing some news recently. Final Fantasy 13. It seems that the PlayStation 3 version here in the U.S. is having an effect of a small, but obviously enough to cause a stir. A small percentage, but a big enough percentage to cause a stir. It's freezing and bricking PlayStation 3s. Mostly older pre-slims, the fat PS3s. Basically, I think it's VG247 has a nice little article up on it. And I was reading through the Sony forums, and there's like 50 pages of people discussing it with a bunch of names, and the guy who's putting in the class action lawsuit for them.
Wow.
Yeah. Basically, it's getting worse and worse, it seems. I actually watched one guy on a YouTube video, and he was posting up how you know your game's about to freeze. And he was in a fight, and all of a sudden the music just stops. He's like, alright, now that the music stopped, once we finish this battle, it's just going to sit here waiting for the game, and nothing will happen. And literally, like, your characters are there, you can see them moving, but it just won't go anywhere. He said he left it there for like half an hour to an hour, and it just wouldn't do anything.
Jeez.
But a lot of people are having problems when they save the game, and the next thing they know, their PS3 is completely bricked. The lawsuit goes on to say that both defendants are eminently aware of the damage being caused by the defective products and have chosen to do nothing about it, and they've both been blaming each other for the issues, and neither company willing to cover the cost of a repair. My thing is, I don't know where the fault lies with Sony for this. Because, honestly, it's the game that came out on it. No other games are having this problem, so wouldn't this be a Square Enix problem?
It would be, and this is what happens. This is what happens when you take two companies who take pride in their work and products and whatnot, and when they butt heads like this, where they're just pointing fingers at each other and all this crap. But no, I as much as I love Square Enix and in the majority of the games that it comes out, yeah, there's a few that I don't like, but this is all Square's fault. If they knew about this issue, but they won't fix it, but pointing the blame on Sony for this, sorry, I'm gonna point the finger on Square on this one because they need to do something.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I'm not really sure because I'd like to find out more about what the actual issue is. Because if Square Enix has always been about, especially like like CGI in the movies and stuff, have always been about pushing the tech. And what if they found in the hardware, in the firmware where it's built, and there is a problem in a hole in the system, and they found it, it's Sony's fault for having that kind of, hole within the, like a loophole or a missing piece of their hardware, of their firmware. So I would like to learn more before I.
I don't know how much either side's going to reveal about this problem, though.
They're not.
So.
No.
I don't know. Some people have been claiming that if you can downgrade your firmware, you'll be okay. But I don't know if can you downgrade your firmware without hacking the damn thing?
I don't think so. I don't believe so.
Yeah. So basically, it's like don't upgrade to the latest firmware if you already have. You may have problems. So basically, it's made me rethink playing Final Fantasy 13 on the PS3, and I think I might pick up the 360 version when I eventually want to play it. So
ooh.
I don't want to. I'd rather play the PS3 version.
Have fun changing discs.
It makes me wonder if that second PS3 I ended up getting is just sitting there going, "Hey, this is here because you're about to brick your current one," and I'm like, "I'm not falling for this." Like, it just makes me wonder,
Yeah.
Like, maybe there's some reason I got this second PS3. So. It's just like, I might pick it up for the 360 and deal with the multiple discs. It's not like I haven't played multi-disc game before. With Mass Effect 2, Blue Dragon, and Lost Odyssey, so.
Multiple discs. So old school.
Yeah, but all those games are great, and they're not on PS3.
Hey, I remember, back in when I was in high school and I had to install games with 3.5 discs. I had to keep pulling them out and putting new ones in. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah.
I think they got past that technology. No, wait, that's right, they didn't.
No.
Hey, there's nothing like having mid-90s technology. Go for it.
That was more late 90s.
I was out of high school in '96, so.
Well, the first multi-disc game was really Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I guess I did play 8 and 9, and that was late '90s.
Well, 9 came out in 2000. 2000?
Whatever.
Was it
2001?
Somewhere on there.
It was right at the end of the PS1's life cycle.
Yeah.
Because the PS2 came out. Oh, was it October 26, 2000? October 20th? I can't remember. I know I was standing in line for it.
2,000 for Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because I'm actually holding the game right now in my hand.
But yeah. So, it was those first disc-based games that got multiple, and unfortunately, Microsoft went with HD DVD instead of Blu-ray, so that's why we have multiple discs on the 360, but honestly, it's never taken away an enjoyment out of a game. It sucks I gotta get up every once in a while, but considering they're all RPGs, it takes at least 6-7 hours before you gotta get up. If not longer. So, the only one that was kind of annoying, I gotta say, is Mass Effect 2. Because you get up, swap the disc, and then at some point you go back to the original disc.
Oh.
I was like, God damn it!
Well, that's why I played Mass Effect 2 on the PC. I already had 2 discs to worry about, and I was installing, and the only thing that I was really irritated about is I always had to have the play disc in there instead of reading it off from the hard drive. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
This is lame, but...
Oh, and I was right. October 26, 2000. For the PS2. That will forever be etched in my mind, considering I waited, 5 hours in line.
I bet.
To get number 30 out of 45. So. Yeah, so, back on topic. I don't know what's going to happen with the Final Fantasy 13 debacle.
Nothing.
It sounds like a small percentage, but considering it's picking up steam to where it's now been reported, I think it's probably smarter I don't take the chance. And either wait till a fix or get the 360 version. I mean, you guys probably are in the boat of who cares, just play and enjoy the game, right? No matter what console you get it on.
Yeah,
Pretty
I mean,
much.
I really think if you definitely should at least give it a shot. I mean, it's an excellent game. No matter
I want
what.
to, and I think I might just trade the copy I have off to GoozeX and hope I can pick it up at some point within the year on either off GoozeX or a cheaper price point, because I don't want to pay full price twice. So,
Well, and the thing is, it does not happen to everyone, because I have a fat 50 gig first,
yeah.
and I played 70 some hours and it never bricked. So,
But I also wonder if it's like a certain thing you have to trigger. It may just be like one part of the game or certain parts of the game that you trigger doing. I don't know. Nobody's really going to know unless either company comes clean and says, hey, we figured it out. And even if they do say that, they may not tell us.
Well, we never know, like, even some of the people that complaining even modified their PlayStations as well. So, we don't know about that part as well. So,
yeah. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the people putting their name down for a class action lawsuit, I'd say some people are stupid enough to put their name down after modding, but I'd say most of those people are not going to be that dumb. Some will be. Some will be. There's always some. But I'm pretty sure the ones who are like, hey, going to the lawyer, we're not like, hey, I modded it. But the problem is, like I was telling you guys before the podcast started, Sony charges you, if I send in mine now, $150 and they send you a refurbished unit. But if you want to keep your backwards compatible PS3, they will fix it for $270. That stinks in my opinion.
that's wrong.
$120 more just to keep it. At that point, it's like, fuck it. For that, I'd pay the extra $20 and get a Slim.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad I got a second PS3 for $8, but, you know.
Well, maybe that's what you do. Maybe you should just put it in your 40 gig that you got for free and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about that.
Just saying.
I know, I thought about it, trust me. But, oh, I got into another bag of crap. And it's on its way at 7 pounds, so it's half the weight of the PS3 bag of crap.
Sorry.
But
I've been Is it like a tweet or something that happens? And
no,
then...
it's like during one of their woot offs, it just pops up. The tweet probably happens way too late after it comes up on the site. But there's a program, and I'm going to let everybody here know it. I'll give out the secret, because I was told the secret by somebody else, so I'm willing to help out others. It's called Wootalizer.com. W-O-O-T, I believe it's just W-O-O-T-A-L-Y-Z-E-R, Wootalizer. And it's a program that sits up, and I bring it up only during Woot Offs or happy hours. And it'll always update and tell you when the next thing's up, and it'll send you right to the product page every time something else comes up. But for a bag of crap, it'll automatically send you to the buy page. So all you have to do is put in your password, hit next screen, then click buy. So it's a really nice program to have. It got me there. I got in. There's about 3,000 of them sold. I know the one guy who did the last bag of crap at the same time as me. His first one was only £1 shipped, and his second one says 2 pounds. So I might be getting somewhat lucky again at 7 point some pounds. So
Nice.
hopefully people have gotten like GPS systems or basically radar detectors, some MP3 players. So we'll see what's in there. I can't imagine I'm gonna get lucky twice though. It'll probably be just crap.
Yeah, whatever. I mean,
Still shocked I got lucky the first time. So,
cool.
but yeah. Other than that, thought I was going to say something before we signed off. Oh yeah, go Jim Joyce.
Oh, jeez.
Ben's favorite person in the whole world.
See, at least he apologized and he admit his mistake. I'm just not...
So did BP, but nobody gives them fucking credit.
Oh, true.
Why is it all of a sudden okay when an ump does it? It's all because you just see a person's face, not a company logo.
Pretty much, yeah. So, but yeah, I just wish Bud said like just reverse the call.
I agree. It didn't change the outcome of the game.
What's that?
I said it didn't change the outcome of the game.
No, it wouldn't. It would just would have given him the perfect game that he rightfully deserved. I mean, the guy was out by a mile, and I'm looking at him like, really? I'm like, oh god.
Yeah. It was funny because that was one of the few times I was watching baseball.
Well, you saw my reply to you, right, when you first talked about it?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm not saying anything because
Well,
I
dude,
was just livid.
Refereeing everywhere right now has been freaking awful. NBA, baseball. I mean, you've had
NHL.
This is
Oh
three
man,
refs.
the NHL. That was terrible.
This is 3 refs though in baseball in like 2 weeks that have caused a start.
Oh yeah.
But I was watching the women's softball world championship, and they're fucking doing shit in there too. A ball that was clearly fair, they called foul. I was like, what? They're calling all these illegal pitches. I know it's a new rule this year, if your foot lifts off the bag, but it was so bare. It was barely over, and it's the first year of the rule. You'd think they'd be a little more relaxed.
Uh-huh.
They're barely coming off the bag with their back foot, and they're calling illegal pitch after illegal pitch, and it costs one of the teams pretty much the game, because it gives a free base to them.
Jeez.
It was fucking horrible.
See, if this is going to be the year of the refs going to be officiating like this, I can't imagine how the NFL is going to be like later on this year.
I don't know. I hope they take some cues and realize that they can't allow that shit. Because I think refs all over the place right now really, really need to go back through training, or they need to start fining and firing these people.
I agree with you on that one. It was me and Brian were Skyping the other day watching the Stanley Cup Finals, and we're watching it as the Philadelphia Flyers is getting away with murder.
Yeah.
And like you don't even see a high stick anywhere or slash anywhere, and the black call is getting called for it. Like, even one of the announcers was like, I'm still looking for that slashing call.
Yeah. I mean, it's bad when the announcers start going, yeah, that really wasn't a penalty. I don't really know what they were talking about there.
Well, that happened pretty much in that one NBA game of the Celtics versus Magic where I was like, fuck it, I'm done watching. I was like, fucking, what's his name? Mr. Superman or whatever was fucking elbowing everybody and their mom out there. Did a scorpion death drop on Paul Pierce and didn't get called for it. I was like, what the fuck? He's pulling actual wrestling moves at this point. Had him, like, in the lock and kind of, like, without falling with him, dropped him to the ground. I was like, what the fuck? And the only thing people could say was like, oh, look at Mr. Drama Queen Paul Pierce. I was like, he just got fucking scorpion death dropped. Of course he's in pain.
And then everyone said, we have no fucking idea what you're saying.
I thought that's a submission hold, Mike.
No, scorpion death drop, not the death lock.
Oh, the death. Oh, I thought you said lock. I'm like,
no, scorpion death drop. Fucking pulling Sting moves out there. And he shoved Rondo's face into the floor and pushed him to where his back was fucked up. And not one fucking call on Dwight Howard. I was like, this is ridiculous. This guy's out there. People on there were like, man, this looks like the WWE. I was following Twitter and it was just funny as hell. Almost as funny as the Twitter for Jim Joyce.
Oh,
where
geez.
people just started making shit up like, Jim Joyce now working for BP. Jim Joyce invented the tuck rule. It was bad. Like, people were really, like, just making shit up.
And he made it all the way to the top trending topic of that day.
I know.
I was like, oh my god, really?
Jim Joyce stole Ken Griffey Jr.'s thunder. That was funny.
The guy retires that day, and everyone is not talking about it. Everyone's talking about Jim Joyce.
I know. It went from thunder to a slight echo.
Well, regardless, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, he is, yeah.
He has nothing to worry about.
Don't tell that to my my coworker who's a Cincinnati Reds fan.
Why?
He fucking hates Griffey.
Oh, God.
Hey,
He feels like Griffey ruined that team. Because they spent all that money and Griffey really didn't turn into the player he should have.
Well, considering he was, I don't know,
That happened.
majority of the time. I mean,
Yeah.
no, it does happen, but
Yeah, but you gotta look at it from a hardcore fan of baseball and all, and just watching his team spend all that money and really, like, losing out on a lot because of a player that felt that he feels like Griffey didn't have the heart when he came to Cincinnati.
But they're playing well this year.
Yeah. But now he lives here and he's kind of watching the Orioles, which is, I feel bad for him.
Yeah, well, there was a mistake.
Yeah, ugh. That's just awful.
It's actually fun. Like, my buddy is a season ticket holder and longtime Orioles fan, and it's just tough for him to watch, even. And I'm just like, sorry, man. Sucks. Not that the Sox are playing that great. Believe me, they are playing like shit.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yes?
what?
The Dolphins owner hopes that Chad Henne can surpass Dan Marino.
Say what?
Like, don't put any pressure on the kid there, buddy. Jesus.
Like, are you talking about, like, number-wise or, like, popularity-wise?
I think number-wise.
You know, the thing is, like,
That's just something you don't say, in my opinion, not to the public. I don't know. But I will tell you guys, getting back on somewhat video games for the listeners.
is that what we talk about on this show?
But on Madden 2009, the first thing I did was traded for Jason Campbell and got rid of fucking Jamarcus Russell. Oh, God.
That's funny.
Won the Super Bowl, kicked the Saints' ass.
Wait, are you playing as the Raiders?
Yeah.
Should never have won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, what I do is, I just play the game on Rookie because I just play to have fun and watch the team go. But what I do is I play home games and I simulate the away games. Because if I don't, I'd just be 17-0 or 19-0 every season. So I create like my losses by simulating away games.
So are you like 8-8 every year?
No,
Because the Raiders probably shouldn't win any away games.
but I think I was
Unless they play Detroit.
Right.
12-4. So I went 8-0, and then the simulation went 4-4. And then I made it to the Super Bowl, and then kicked the Saints' ass. And the very next year, I traded away because D'Angelo Hall was still on this team. God, I was like, get the fuck out of here. He was hurt for like 10 weeks. I traded him for Charles Woodson to bring him back to the team.
Isn't Charles Woodson like 140 years old by this point?
Like 33, 31, 32, something like that. But
difference.
still, I brought him in the first game. He had like 3 picks. I was like, yeah! Good move!
Gotta love unrealistic games.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. The Super Bowl, I had Drew Brees so shaken, he threw 9 picks. But you gotta understand, once you get up by a certain point, they just throw the whole time. So. I love Madden drives, though, where nothing you do can stop them. Madden drives are fucking horrible. It's like, no matter what play you pick, they will always cut through your defense for that one drive and score.
It's called like rubber banding.
They do that, yeah. Very badly in Madden. There's at least 1 or 2 drives a game that happens.
Fun.
Yeah. Hey, that looks like Unjiwan. Sorry. Korean channel's on. So.
Yes, the old Korean channel's on.
Been watching a lot of that lately.
I bet you have.
Yep.
Anyways.
Well, they're talking
Yeah.
about soccer, so it's time to change it.
Oh, jeez.
Nobody watches that shit.
No, I thought Shannon watches it. That's one person.
Nope. This is America. We don't watch soccer. We watch football. I love how everybody's like, oh, but it's the World Cup. I'm like, yeah, so people care about soccer once every 4 fucking years.
Yeah, that's right.
Congratulations. That's all I have to say.
Dude, after listening to Garnet Lee enough on Weekend Confirmed, I want to like get the game now, the World Cup 2010 game.
I will not listen until soccer's over then.
Oh, jeez.
It's a great show, though.
Oh, I agree. It's good. I'm finally pretty much caught up. I just have the last weeks of pretty much everybody's I have to listen to. Except I just listened to the Oddcast. But I stopped listening to 4 Guys, 1 Up because I can't stand it now. I only listened to the Alice Liang episode, then I listened to the one after that, and I was like, yeah, this sucks. They really need to get a big name back onto that show.
Yeah.
There's none of their current personalities. They're good, but they're not great. And 4 Guys, 1 Up deserves a great personality like a Garnet Lee or David Ellis. I just don't like the way it's run now, because it seems like it's different people every week. But
Yeah, I don't know anything about the show.
yeah. And the Giant Bombcast is always great. So, Drunken Gamers will always have you laughing. I don't know if you guys started listening to them yet or not.
No.
God, you guys are killing me. Listen to the Drunken Gamers. They are fucking hilarious. Them and the Giant Bombcast probably have the funniest shows outside of Rebel FM having, what's his name on there?
Outside of us being on.
Robert Ashley. Outside of Robert Ashley being on Rebel FM, Giant Bombcast and Drunken Gamers are the funniest shows out there. So, That goes to everybody. You gotta listen. Gotta listen. So.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, you would like the Drunken Gamers.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
I really think you'd like the Drunken Gamers.
As long as they're not too douchey when they're drunk.
No. They're funny. They're funny. Some of the stuff, like some of their contests, when they get into it, can get a little mature in content, but it's never where it comes off as being just downright fucked up. But it's funny. Like, they do it well.
Alright.
So. Especially when they get the phone calls, the drunk dials from Fluffy Nuts out in Australia or whatever. Those are funny. Because I can't understand half the things he fucking says.
Nice.
Yeah, they allow people to drunk dial. When you get drunk, you can call into the Drunken Gamers voicemail.
Did you do that last night?
No, I wasn't drunk. I just didn't have enough hydration. So I woke up with a serious fucking headache. My figures didn't get drunk either.
Your figures.
Each picture I took of my beer had a different figure in it.
Yeah.
No, we saw. Alright.
And with that noise...
Yeah. So, we'll be back next week. Everybody's good for next week?
Yeah, I'll have to do it from Andy's, but yeah.
Okay, I'd like to do a show right before E3, before you guys are probably going to record one or two out there, if you have time.
If we can, yeah, we're going to try.
We're probably going to be recording every night, actually.
Alright, well...
Trying. So that at CES, too.
Push Andy while you're out there to make sure both of these are up before the E3 episodes. Even if you got to push them, like literally push them.
Oh yeah, hey, if anyone hasn't done it yet, check out the new site.
Oh yeah, pwn.com.
Oh, absolutely.
Looks awesome.
It's awesome, except for my favorite thing is gone.
What's that?
Shoutbox.
The shoutbox?
No.
I missed that?
Yeah, they took out the shoutbox.
Is the chat box still there then?
That's the only one they have.
Yeah, the chat room is still there.
Wait, so I paid all those... do I get a refund of my Pwn points?
You'll have to ask Andy that.
I'm just kidding. But seriously, I want them back.
People have been saying stuff to me when I... about my... Because I said, still can't find the shoutbox. Somebody let me know when it's back.
I don't think it's coming back.
It probably won't, but I won't use that chat box.
Why?
I didn't ever like the people that were in there.
Well, now everyone that was in the shout box was going to be in the chat box.
Yeah, but you still have the people from the chat box in the chat box. That makes sense.
Strangely, yes. I don't know why, but maybe we've been podcasting too long.
Yeah.
Or podcasting too long together.
We
now
should
I
go
know
change. We got to change our pads.
It all started with you, man. Right at the beginning, calling it a padcast.
Only because you guys, or no, excuse me, sorry. Once again, only because you, Brian, kept doing shit right as I'm about to start.
Well, I didn't realize you were going to start, and I had a cough, or I was
Don't you
trying
have
to
a
clear
mute on your mic?
Yeah, but I didn't think. Usually, you warn us. You're like, "Hey, we're going to start in a second."
I don't always warn you. Actually,
Yes, you do.
not always. I can tell you right
my
now.
God.
It's at least 95% of the time you say something along those lines.
Well, I did say. I said, "Well, let's get this started." Everybody was quiet, and then I was right as I was going. You're like, I was like, God damn. It was like, welcome, shit. And then you did the second.
Didn't let yourself get distracted so easily.
Then you did the second one on purpose, jackass.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Then I was just being a jackass, but
Jackass.
yeah.
Anyways, you can find all of us at
Wait.
porn.com,
Before we do that, I gotta say something to Brian.
Yeah.
Foursquare's not worthless.
Foursquare is a piece of shit.
Why?
Why?
Because I go to Starbucks enough that because I became mayor, I have $1 off a Frappuccino every time I go, if I want one. So it's not completely worthless.
No, I guess if you're getting some type of discount, then that's pretty good. But still,
Even if you just check in at some places, it'll pop up immediately with, "Hey, here's a special going on." It varies on the place. I've only had it happen at Starbucks so far.
So, explain to me when somebody like goes in your house and like steals all your stuff. Like you're like, well, I told them I was out of state.
Well, wouldn't they know that about anything on Twitter though?
They
know we're at E3. They know it's in LA.
That's true, I guess. But
So
I try not to do that too often. Like give away exactly where I am.
Well, honestly, I have a nice security system and very, very friendly and good neighbors. One's always home during the day, and the others are all home at night. And I always let them know when I go anywhere. So, I don't worry too much around here.
All right.
Plus, that's what homeowners insurance is for. And you know me, I take enough pictures of my stuff that I have records.
All right. Rate
Suckers!
and review us on iTunes and the Zune Marketplace. I haven't even looked. Have we gotten any new reviews?
I haven't looked.
No, same ones.
So fucking rate and review us, bastards! Sorry.
Yeah, that's really gonna.
I love you guys!
All right. Let's wrap it up.
Okay. Win-win? Sorry. Yep. You guys know where to find us. If not, listen to an old episode.
Yeah, on previous episodes. Go do that.
Yeah. One,
Like
it's not the
past
one
year?
that's not up yet. As if you guys know. But you guys have to know that things are wrong when it's taken 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So. But thank you for listening again. Sorry for the rambling at the end. But hey, we didn't have our weekly meeting, so why not?
All right.
But we thank y'all for listening. Look for us at E3 and for recordings from E3. Binh, Brian, and David will be out there. And did Andy get into E3 this year?
Yes.
All right, so Andy will be there too. So
Along with Mark as well.
Mark is in Viper Pack?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, and Mark. So cool. So looks like it's going to be a good time, and you guys should have fun.
Yep, definitely.
We'll try to record right before. If we can't, hey, it's whatever. I can wait till you guys get back. So
We'll see what we can do.
yeah. All right. Everybody have another great week, and we hope you enjoyed the show. We are out. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.